Hi and welcome. You tell something to someone, but the other fellow doesn't understand. Whose mistake is that? Is it your mistake or the other fellow's mistake? See, most of the time, it is the mistake of the speaker, because the speaker has to be very clear in using the sentences to convey something. And most of the time, it is not the mistake of the listener if he doesn't understand. So speaker has to be very clear in conveying or telling something. So sentences are to be used properly to convey something in the language. If you say gold, made of gold, that is made of gold. Rani has a chain that is made of gold. The first one, gold, is a word, right? It has a meaning. And the second one, made of gold, it's a phrase, which means it's group of words. It contains some meaning. Whereas the third one, that is made of gold, it is also a group of words, but it is a clause because it has a verb is and it has a meaning also, not complete meaning, it has some meaning. Whereas the fourth one, Rani has a chain that is made of gold, it is also a group of words, but it's a sentence because it gives complete meaning, which means complete sense. So a sentence is a group of words which gives a complete sense or meaning. So when we speak or when we write, we use words. We generally use these words in groups. So in order to convey something to others, we use these sentences in different forms, in different ways, so that the other fellow would understand whatever we tell. So sentences are very, very important to convey or to tell whatever we wanted to convey to others. So in this video, you are going to learn about a sentence and kinds of sentences of English language. Shall we start? But before we start, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please click on the subscription bell like buttons and do share the video. And if you're ready, come, let's learn the kinds of sentences of English language. Welcome back. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words which make complete sense, that is, which gives a complete meaning. So that is called sentence in English language. For example, a book is on the table. It has a group of words and it is giving the complete meaning, complete sense, whatever that is conveyed. So it is a sentence. In the next one, be quiet. Only two words. It seems as if it's a phrase, but it is also a sentence. So here the subject you is understood in the context. So it is also a sentence. In the next one, where do you live? It's a question. So it is also giving a complete sense, complete meaning. So it is also a sentence. In the next one, how cold the night is. So the night is so cold. So you're exclaiming, you're telling in surprise manner how cold the night is. So it is also giving complete sense. So it is also a sentence. So in English, a sentence is a group of words which make complete sense, which gives complete sense, complete meaning. If we see the kinds of sentences of English language, there are four kinds of sentences of an English language. The first one is declarative sentence, the second one is imperative sentence, the third one is interrogative sentence, and the fourth one is exclamatory sentence. Now let us try to learn about each one in detail. The first one is declarative sentences. It is also called assertive sentences, and all the statements that are made in the language are declarative sentences or assertive sentences. And what do they do? So all the declarative sentences tell us or states a fact, an opinion, or an idea. So it tells a fact, an opinion, or an idea. And all the declarative sentences end with a period, which means with a full stop. That is very crucial. And all the declarative sentences can be in the positive, affirmative way, or in the negative way, or in the negative sentence. For example, sugar tastes sweet. It's a fact. So it's a declarative sentence. You are declaring, you are stating that sugar tastes sweet. It's a fact, not only a fact, it's a statement you are making about sugar, and you are asserting that sugar tastes sweet. So it's a fact. So it is a declarative sentence. In a similar manner, I love honey. It's a statement that you are making. It's an idea. It's also a declarative sentence. In the next sentence, if you see, my village is the best village in the world, you are declaring that your village is the best village in the world. So it is also a declarative sentence because you are making a statement about your village. So it is also a declarative sentence. In the next one, Raju does not like to eat fish. So this is also a declarative sentence because it talks about opinion of Raju, because he does not like. Not only that, it is a negative sentence, does not. So it's a negative statement. It is also a declarative sentence. So if you observe all these four sentences ended with a full stop, that is a period. So a declarative sentence is also called as an assertive sentence. It tells about a fact, an opinion, or an idea, and it ends with a full stop. The second kind of sentence is imperative sentence. So an imperative sentence gives or tells about a command or a request. Most of the time imperative sentences end with a period, that is with a full stop. But in some cases it may also end with an exclamation mark when the command is very strong enough. So in those cases it ends with an exclamation mark, or else it ends with a full stop. And the most important thing is, imperative sentences do not have subject, or they do not carry subject. They are without subjects. And you may wonder, how can we understand without a subject? Yes, the subject in imperative sentences is implied, which means it is understood in the context. We understand the subject in the context. It is not written or it is not spoken. For example, go to your room now. Here the sentence starts with go. Go is a verb, so there is no subject here, but you can understand in the context, go to your room means you go to your room. Here you is implied, understood in the context. No need of saying you go to your room. You can simply say, showing to the particular person, go to your room, then that fellow will go. In a similar way, stop, which means you stop. So here we ended this with an exclamation mark because we are having a strong command here. We are commanding in a strong manner. The next one is have fun at the fair, means at the party. So it's well wishing, wishing something well to others. The next one is come to the fair with me or party with me. So it's an invitation, we are inviting somebody, which means you come to the fair with me. In the next sentence, please get me a glass of water. So it is a request. So it is also an imperative sentence. So an imperative sentence tells or gives a command, a request, wish, or an invitation, and it ends with either a full stop or an exclamation mark. The third category of the sentence is interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentences ask questions. So we use interrogative sentences to ask questions, and all of the time interrogative sentences end with a question mark. There is no other way. It ends with a question mark. And in English language we have two varieties or categories of questions, that is WH questions and yes or no questions. And WH questions are made or written or spoken with the WH words like which, what, why, when, where, how, etc. Whereas yes or no questions are made or written with the help of helping verbs, or we call them as auxiliary verbs. With the help of them we make those questions, and all interrogative questions end with a question mark. For example, where can I buy a pen? It's a WH question. It ends with question mark. The next one, what is your favorite dish? The next one, how old are you? And the next one, have you seen a flying fish? And the next one, are you a boy? The last two sentences are yes or no questions because they are made with the help of helping verbs, auxiliary verbs, have and are. So interrogative sentences are the sentences which are used to ask questions and they end with a question mark. The fourth kind of sentence is exclamatory sentences. So exclamatory sentences show a strong feeling or excitement, and all of the time an exclamatory sentence ends with an exclamation mark. Exclamatory sentences are just like declarative sentences in form and function, but with more emotion which is added to these sentences. That is the difference between declarative and exclamatory sentences. For example, how cold the wind is. So wind is so cold, and you are saying with some excitement, some kind of strong feeling, you are stressing the cold. So that's the reason how cold the wind is. So we are exclaiming something here. That's the reason it is an exclamatory sentence. In the next sentence, what a shame. So though it starts with WH word, it is not a question because it ends with an exclamation mark. You are saying with a strong feeling or excitement about somebody or something, like what a shame. So it's an exclamatory sentence. In the next sentence, what do you think you are doing? So it is also having some kind of excitement. So you are asking with some kind of extra emotion. That's the reason it's an exclamatory sentence. In the next sentence, hey, there is no more place here. So this is also an exclamatory sentence. You are telling something with more emotion or excitement, with a strong feeling. So exclamatory sentences show a strong feeling or excitement with more emotion, and they end with an exclamation mark. So there are only 4 kinds of sentences in English language, but we use them in many ways to communicate or to speak or to convey something to somebody, and it is ultimately your responsibility how you make use of them in your daily speech. I hope you have understood the entire video. If you really like it, don't forget to click on the subscription bell, like buttons, and do share the video so that I will come up with many this kind of videos in the future. Thank you very much for watching the entire video.